Peugeot has refreshed its popular compact SUV, the 2008, with a new face, upgraded powertrains, and some enhancements to the interior. The Peugeot 2008 has been a bestseller in the B-segment SUV market for more than 3 years and has now taken a new step forward in terms of design, technology, and electrification. Launched in 2019, the 2008 is a popular choice already, but the facelift brings its styling in line with Peugeot's latest products, particularly with the inclusion of the brand's new shield badge to replace the old lion. Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. Here, you'll find all the latest news and information about cars, trucks, and everything automotive. We are dedicated to bringing you the most up-to-date information on new models, industry trends, and the latest advancements in automotive technology. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Launched at the end of 2019 and with nearly 700,000 units produced, the Peugeot 2008 has always been on the podium in terms of B-segment SUV sales in Europe, and even topped that list in 2021. The success of this model is particularly due to the E2008, which was a pioneer of electrification in its segment from 2019, with more than 75,000 units produced. It accounted for 17.4% of sales of the versions in 2022, placing it on the podium of European sales of electric SUVs in the B segment. The shield-shaped badge sits in the center of a widened frameless grille that extends out to the headlights. This grille is horizontal and gloss black on base-spec active cars, vertical and body-colored on Allure and GT models. Peugeot's 3-bar lighting signature is reflected in the vertical LED daytime running lights below the aggressive-looking headlights. The 2008 motif is picked out along the bonnet's leading edge. At the rear, the now full LED taillights have been redesigned with a horizontal motif that artificially widens the rear end. There will be alloy wheels from 16 to 18 inches and a choice of 6 colors: selenium gray, cumulus gray, oakonite white, Nira black, elixir red, and vertigo blue. Peugeot's policy is to make the launch color available at no cost, so expect the selenium gray feature here to be free. We're rather disappointed it's not a more exciting shade, and that Peugeot's dropped orange fusion from the color lineup. There's rather less of a transformation inside. The largest 10-inch touchscreen from the pre-facelift car is now the standard offering, while the digital i-Cockpit dials have been redesigned. The 3D effect that was a headline feature of the old car is now resigned to top-spec GT models. The steering wheel, still as dinky as ever, wears the new Peugeot badge, and there are updated seat fabrics with optional Alcantara on GT models. The previous USB-A port has also been upgraded to USB-C. Otherwise, the cabin looks to be much the same, with its love-it-or-hate-it driving position, distinctive piano switches as shortcuts and glut of glossy black plastic. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto will be standard equipment, as will adaptive cruise control, lane-keeping aids, and blind spot monitoring. TomTom satellite navigation will be an optional addition. No surprises at the outset. The 2008 is powered by a selection of 1.2-liter, 3-cylinder PureTech Petrol engines. Available initially will be 98 horsepower or 126 horsepower power outputs, paired to a 6-speed manual gearbox or optional 8-speed auto for the latter. The previously available 151 horsepower model won't be offered. 4-wheel drive is not available, but for those who want their SUV to be just a little more capable, there is grip control, which sends power to whichever front wheel has more traction. It comes with 3 selectable drive modes: sand, mud, and snow, as well as all-season tires. In 2024, Peugeot will dip its foot into hybridization with a 48-volt mild hybrid offering, combining a 134 horsepower, 1.2-liter PureTech engine with a 6-speed dual-clutch gearbox containing an electric motor. The brand claims it will operate in electric mode more than 50% of the time during urban driving and lower fuel consumption by 15%. That's been given a boost in line with other Stellantis EVs, such as the recently launched Jeep Avenger. A new 54 kilowatt-hours battery gives a claimed WLTP range of 252 miles, up from 214 miles on the pre-facelift car. Since we found the previous model to give a gently driven 150 miles on a full charge, we'd hope for 180 plus out of the new battery. Power has also been boosted to 152 horsepower. Performance figures haven't been released, but other vehicles in the Stellantis group that use this powertrain accelerate from 0 to 62 miles per hour in around 9 seconds. Onboard charging is 7.4 kilowatts as standard and can be upped to an 11 kilowatts 3-phase charger if you prefer. Fast charging will see a 0 to 80% top-up in 30 minutes from a 100 kilowatts charger. Peugeot's also added an electric route planner to the My Peugeot app, which predicts the level of charge left when you arrive at your destination. Pricing for the new 2008 hasn't yet been revealed. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video, and we hope you enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more content like this, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to be notified when we upload new videos. Leave a comment below with your thoughts and feedback. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.
This new 2008 is clearly a Peugeot.
Indeed, this new 2008 integrates all the new aesthetic codes of the brand. It was for sure part of the design brief and the design intention. Starts by those quite impressive claws that we have introduced in the recent new 508. By the past, we used to develop this DNA on the rear for cars. On the front, it's quite new. It will be one of the markers of the new Peugeot generation. What is significant on the 2008 is that we will have this signature for all the levels. It's not only dedicated to the upper versions. It was important for us to do that to translate the upmarket move of this car. For the GT version, we will have a specification in the headlamps, the headlamp by night, when we will introduce for the first time at Peugeot the 3 claws in the low beam function. So we split the low beam function in 3 to recreate those 3 claws that will be an answer to the claws that we have in the bumper that will give to the GT version a very specific and unique signature by night.
Moreover, the lighting signature is the whole front end that has changed.
We have quite reinvented the way we design the front of the car to give more stance, to reinforce the SUV feeling. The front grille is wider than it was before. We integrate those vertical trim pattern, a little bit smoky, that come in continuity, give a verticality perception, which is quite interesting for us in terms of SUV feeling. But the main point is the fact that we introduce the body color in the front grille. Starting from the Allure version, it gives a lot of modernity, and it's also reinforced the global strength because everything is in the same volume, in fact.
And we actually get a glimpse of the new Peugeot coat of arms.
This coat of arms is now the symbol of the brand, the modernity. And as well, we will decline this modernity in all the lettering using a new typography, lighter, more modern to sign the car.
Okay, let's now go at the back of the car, because I have the impression this version is actually wider.
It's just an impression, a visual effect, because the dimensions of the car have never changed at all. It's due to the new design of the rear lamps, because it's a new interpretation of the claws. We are not in a vertical configuration anymore, an horizontal one, split in two with those very thin and technological elements. We improved this effect with the Sandel lettering that now extends across the entire width of the car. So when you combine all those elements, it's true that the global stance of the car seems wider, even if the dimensions are the same.
Okay, let's now jump inside the car. So Pierre-Paul, tell me how you worked on the interior of this car.
New 2008 obviously keeps its very specific i-Cockpit dedicated to ergonomics and driving pleasure. But we have improved this i-Cockpit, integrating a new digital 10 inches cluster for the Allure version to allow the driver to choose the configuration regarding his preferences. For the GT version, we had the 3D effect.
Talking about the digital displays, I have the impression that the central screen of the i-Cockpit is much bigger.
It is for all the 2008 we have replaced the 7 inches central screen by a 10 inches version with a better visibility, a better fluidity to improve all the commands and to use it as a smartphone. This center screen is a huge improvement in terms of global quality. On the 2008.
I asked Marion to join us to talk about the new generation of connected systems. So Marion, what about those new connected systems?
From Allure trim level, now we have the Peugeot i-Connect, which is standard. It offers full connectivity with Apple CarPlay or Android Auto mirroring. We have the new smartphone charger, which is more powerful with 15 watts instead of 5, and it's still super practical.
I love it.
And what is new also is that on all levels of the car, we can have access to the Peugeot i-Connect Advanced, which have a Peugeot Connect navigation with TomTom system. It can be updated over the air, and you can also drive the system with the OK Peugeot.
Oh, I've always dreamt to talk to my car. Okay, Peugeot, take me to the ocean. The Peugeot E2008 is the most selling all-electric on his segment in Europe. I guess that must have been a big challenge for you.
You're right, Sandy, but I think we have risen up to the challenge as we have managed to build an E2008 that is both more powerful and more efficient.
So electrified, that means electric and hybrid.
That's true. Indeed, it can be electric or hybrid also. Alongside the new E2008, for example, we will be offering a 2008 with the new Peugeot hybrid 48-volt engine from the beginning of 2024. It allows a saving of consumption up to 15%. And in urban areas, you can even drive in zero-emission electric mode,